was in a very toxic marriage and things were getting very scary and very ugly. Hi, I'm Jana McKinney and I am the founder of Get Living with Breathwork. I found Breathwork at a time in my life when things were really hard. I was in a very toxic marriage and things were getting very scary and very ugly. And when I found breathwork, it was through pranayama, sitting and doing just like some daily practices, paying attention to my breath, deepening my breath, slowing my breath. And I would finish those sessions feeling like I had a good cry, feeling like I could handle the day when the day was unmanageable. So I fell in love with breathwork immediately, and I have a background in physiology. That's what my degree is in. And so I dove deep into the physiology of like, why does the breath make me feel so different? Why does the breath help me so much? And in that deep dive, I found that there was a whole bunch of other different types of breath work, but they were really hard to access at this time. This is before breathwork was popular. And I made it my mission to get certified and learn all the different types. And I did it. I learned them all and started teaching them to my health and life coaching clients. And I saw their results and their lives change as much as mine did. So I started to share breathwork full time, and I left that toxic marriage, used breathwork, the breathwork journeys to really heal the trauma that had come from that situation and relationship. Instead of being the victim, I became the victor of my life and created such a beautiful, beautiful life while also helping my clients do the same. And eventually, people started asking me if I could teach them to do what I did. And so I started pointing them in the direction that I had been. I was like, well, go, take some anatomy and physiology classes from the university, and then why don't you also take some psychology classes, and then here's all the different certifications you can take, and their jaw would drop. Like, that would cost me over $100,000 to do, plus years and years. And so that is how my certification program began. I said, okay, well, then I'll just teach you everything and the way that I do it. And it's different than a lot of other programs, because instead of just learning one type, I was teaching all the different types, and so that you could customize the experience and customize the breath technique for the exact nervous system and health of the client in front of you. That is where Get Living with Breathwork began, because you can truly turn your life into the most beautiful life where you are thrilled to wake up every morning and you can do all the things that you thought were cool, but like, that's not quite for me. I don't know if I could ever do that. You can. And you can use the power of the breath to get your health and your mental health to a level that it makes that really possible. So my mission is to gather an army of compassionate, ethical, very educated, and trauma-informed breathwork facilitators that go out across the whole world and change humanity. Because I truly believe when you do your own healing, when you work on your own limiting beliefs, you let go of any of that tension and trauma that you've been holding in the fascia of your body through tension, you go out into the world a kinder, more compassionate human, and that ripples into everyone and that affects everyone that you meet, everyone that you talk to. Because our nervous systems have these things called mirror neurons. That is a neuron is a part of the nervous system that goes to your body and tells it what to do, right? And the mirror neurons actually mirror the nervous systems of the people around us. So if we go into a space more regulated, more healed, then the people around us mirror that regulated and healed state so that they can be more regulated and healed for themselves. And it just ripples across the whole nation, all of humanity. And I really believe that we can make the world a better place by spreading breathwork. And I know that I can't do it alone. I can only reach and impact so many people. And so that is why I love to train and certify amazing embodied breathwork facilitators and breath experts that can go and share that message and share this healing. And so now that I've been certifying people all over the world, I realize that I can also share this message by getting online, by a podcast, by YouTube. And so that is why I am starting this. It's new. Yeah, I've been sharing a few little things here and there, but I'm really making a conscious effort to share the power of the breath worldwide on this online platform. So thank you so much for being here. I hope that you learn a lot in our time together, and not only learn, but also that you're entertained and that you're inspired and that you're regulated. A little more just about me. So I am a mother of 4 beautiful children, and that little blip of a story I told you about earlier when my marriage turned toxic, that was over 7 years ago, and my kids were just little then, and now they're becoming the most amazing humans, and they were struggling because of the abuse and all the court cases and all the craziness that was happening at that time. And it's been so beautiful to watch them become more regulated as they've watched me do my own healing, and they've watched me share breath work. They start to ask me, "Hey Mom, I'm feeling like I have anxiety. What breaths can I do?" They do the breaths, the anxiety goes away. Then they're like, "Hey Mom, I need this, I need that." And they're using the breath to heal their own bodies without admitting they're using the breath. It's really been fascinating to watch. So I am a mother of 4, and my 4 kids are my why. They are the reason I do everything. And even though they might not think that because I work a lot, I am so passionate about this message and helping others, and I know that it will help them, that they really are my why, so that they can live in a more beautiful and loving world as they grow older. And I love to show them by example that they can achieve anything that they put their mind to, and the only way I can teach them that is for me to do it also. Guess what? We're going to spread this message across the world. Watch me, kids, and you can do it too, right? But then I also love to play. I believe in work hard, play hard. So yes, I devote so much time to my certification students and everything that we're doing within the Get Living with Breathwork platform, but I also make sure to take time to play with my kids, to play with my friends, to just play and move my body in the sunshine, outdoors, no matter what season it is. I live in Utah where there's 4 seasons. So in the winter, I'm skiing down steep snowy hills 3 times a week. During the summer, I am hiking, mountain biking, canyoneering, and floating down rivers on my paddleboard. I have a cute little dog that I love to show off every now and then. She is my little cuddle buddy, and she is a King Charles Cavalier, and that's about me in a nutshell. And part of my program, we have people create I am statements. And so my I am statement, who Jana really is I am a powerful, joyful, loving, connected goddess of fun and light. And I bring acceptance, clarity, and celebration of life to all of the universe. So who are you? Have you ever stopped to think that? Who are you? So what led me into the healing space is, from a young age, I started to notice that my family of origin, my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, were all struggling with diabetes. My dad was the only one in his family that didn't have diabetes. His sisters and brothers and his mom had all gotten type 2 diabetes, and he made it his goal to make sure that we didn't end up with the same. And so just because it runs in our family doesn't mean that we are destined destined for it. So he taught us to hike. He took us on long hikes with our dog when we were kids. He encouraged us to not drink soda and to not have a lot of sugar. And of course, we were not perfect. We had all those things, but it was just an encouragement to be healthy. And I did sports growing up. It was just fun for me. It was my social outlet. It was a way to stay busy. And so I ran track at a collegiate level at Utah State University. And so I just loved to be moving and active. It came to choosing my path for my collegiate studies. I wanted to be a physical therapist, and I went down that path while also getting an injury in track. And the pain that physical therapy was for that injury, I was like, nope, I can never put anyone through this kind of pain. I'm bowing out. And so I ended up just sticking to the physiology degree because I realized that if I could spend more time being active and moving my body and getting paid to move my body, then I would not be in the same situation that a lot of my relatives were in. And so I chose that path and I just ate it up. All the biology classes, all the physiology classes were just so exciting to me to learn what was going on inside the body. So that's where I was. I was a physiology major, and I even just did most of my master's in biomechanics, which is like how the body moves and the physics that go along with body movement. And I started personal training. And so I'm doing health coaching, personal training, and I just noticed that my clients were getting really good results. But when I started adding in meditation and some mindset coaching, the results even got better. So when I fell upon breathwork, it was like game over. Holy cow, everybody's results were just way better because their metabolism finally started working right. They were able to heal the trauma that was keeping them in fight or flight and keeping their body stuck. And so all of their results started getting way better when I introduced breathwork. And so I just completely fell in love, changed tracks, and focused on breathwork from that point on. And ever since, I've just noticed how there's a lot of challenges that people are facing today. A lot of people have anxiety, they have depression. We're up against a lot of stressors and responsibilities that we're just not used to. And our bodies in general as a public are in that state of chronic fight or flight, chronic stress, and it's affecting not only our mental health, but also our physical health. And so this podcast, this YouTube channel is going to be all about how you can alleviate those stressors, how we can take our body from chronic stress to put it into the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest, the state of our body where all of our faculties, everything that our body does is focused on regrowth and finding that homeostasis. This is the part of our body where things heal, where things replenish and grow, and that is where we find health and happiness. So in these episodes, you'll be able to learn the science. You'll be able to learn some tips and tricks. You'll be able to learn how to customize breathwork for your exact needs. Because I do not believe that breathwork is one size fits all. There is not just one famous breathwork guru that can teach you the one special technique. There are so many different types of breathwork, and the one that is best for you depends on your nervous system, your breathing mechanics, your goals, your life. And so through these episodes, you'll learn so many different techniques, so many different types of breath, and be able to choose the one that is best for you. Also, I cannot wait to share inspiring stories. I have helped thousands of clients find true health and happiness. I have watched someone go from being completely suicidal, not wanting to live anymore, to loving this life, thriving, starting school, finding friends again, and completely eradicating that mindset with the power of breathing correctly. I've had clients completely get rid of Hashimoto's because they were able to heal their nervous system through the power of breathwork. And there's just so many different stories like that I just cannot wait to share with you. I'll interview them live on these episodes, and I'll also just share some breathwork journeys that you can use for your own healing as well. It's going to be an amazing time together, and I can't wait to spend it with you. So now I can't wait to hear from you. Please comment below and let me know what you're here for, why you even searched up breathwork, why you're even listening and watching to learn more about healing. What are you looking for? What can I help you with? That will help me decide what type of episodes to bring you. So please let me know how I can serve you. I am a wealth of knowledge, and so I can't wait to give you exactly what you need if you just tell me. So comment that below, and don't forget to just like and subscribe to these videos so that you don't miss a thing, and that helps me just bring more healing and more breathwork across the world. I'm so grateful you're joining this with me, and I will see you in the next episode.